Hello, friends. This is Durga from IT University. At this time, I'm in the process of providing some inputs to get the students who have enrolled for our programs to onboard onto our programs. One of the important aspect is to prepare their Microsoft Windows-based PC or laptop for our program. That being said, at this time we have two browsers. One is Microsoft Edge, second one is Google Chrome. I want you guys to understand that we'll be using Google Chrome as much as we can, and hence we want to make it as default. Let's understand how to use Google Chrome as default and also how to clean up Microsoft Edge from the pinned items as well as from the desktop so that you don't get onto the Microsoft Edge while learning, or even in general. I would highly recommend you to use Google Chrome more often than Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer for your day-to-day usage. Let's get into the details here. By default, if I try to open any application, as I have just installed Chrome but haven't configured it as default browser, everything will be using Microsoft Edge by default. For example, I wanted to sign into the Slack. When it comes to launching the Slack, and then when you try to sign into the Slack, you have to sign in through your browser. It will redirect you to your browser. If I click on this, you can see that it is redirecting using Microsoft Edge, not Chrome. I want to make sure that my Chrome is the default browser, not the Microsoft Edge. So how to take care of it? First, you can close this. Make sure you clean the Microsoft Edge from the desktop. I don't want it to be on the desktop so that I will not be having any confusion. Let me refresh this so that all the icons which are there are together. We only have Google Chrome and Slack. If you have Microsoft Edge as part of the pinned items, make sure you right click on it and then remove it from the pinned items list in the taskbar. For example, if this is Microsoft Edge, you can see there is unpin from taskbar option. You can unpin your Microsoft Edge from the taskbar. You don't need to uninstall. You cannot uninstall Microsoft Edge from the operating system. It comes default with the operating system itself. However, you can remove it from the desktop as well as pinned items so that you don't confuse and get into Microsoft Edge very often. Now, still, if you click on sign into Slack here, it will actually launch Microsoft Edge only. You can see here, Microsoft Edge is launched and it is asking you to sign in. However, I don't want to use this and hence I'm closing this. Now, if you double click on Google Chrome and launch it, the reason why when it comes to signing in into the Slack using browser, the redirection is happening towards Microsoft Edge is because it is the default browser at this time in this system. We have to change it. When you actually launch Chrome, it is smart enough to identify that it is not a default browser. And you can see there is a message here. Google Chrome isn't your default browser. You can actually click on this and set as default. Okay, now you see it is actually taking you to the control panel where you can manage the apps. You have to change a few things here. Okay, so the way you can actually configure Google Chrome as default browser is by actually let's see, yeah, by actually clicking on this. You see, as part of the default apps, these are some of the commonly used apps: email, maps, music player, photo viewer, video player, web browser, etc. To change the default browser from Edge to Chrome, you just have to click on this. Okay, you see several options. You have Google Chrome because Google Chrome is already installed on this machine. If Google Chrome is not installed, then you will not be seeing it. Also, Microsoft provides two types of their browsers. One is Internet Explorer, which is a bit old type of browser, and then Microsoft Edge, which is modern way of it. Many people are still using Internet Explorer. That's why they are packaging both Internet Explorer as well as Edge with their operating system. Also, on top of these three which are currently installed, if you want to use any other browser such as Firefox, you can actually click on look for an app in the Microsoft Store. If Firefox is available in the Microsoft Store, you should be able to download and install. For now, We want to use Google Chrome as the default one. We don't want to install any new applications with respect to browsing internet. Also, we don't want to use Microsoft provided solutions such as Edge or Internet Explorer, but we want to use Chrome. As it is installed, it is showing up here. We can just select this, and then we should be able to close it. Now, to validate whether Chrome is default browser or not, you can actually click on sign into Slack here and see if it is opening up using Chrome. Now it is being opened using Chrome. The way you can validate is you can actually expand this, and you should be able to see the details. There should be a about here. The about will tell that it is related to Chrome. I think they might have changed the structure a bit. Typically, yeah, it will be under help. Anything about for almost all the applications will be under help. You just have to go to help. So the way you can actually validate it is Chrome or not is by expanding this, and then by going to help. It already say about Google Chrome, which means it is already Chrome. You can click on it and you should be able to get the details. So this is how you can actually configure Google Chrome as default browser and also validate whether Google Chrome is default browser or not using Slack if you already have Slack installed. I hope you understand this and you make sure that Google Chrome is your default browser. Clean up either Microsoft Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge from your desktop as well as pinned items so that you always use Chrome to take our courses, and also typically as part of your day-to-day application development as well, you will not be using Internet Explorer or Edge that often. You might be using Chrome or Firefox. Whatever is relevant to your company. If you are already employed, you can still continue using it, but there might be some gaps. But if you are an entry-level professional and if you are new to these things, just stick to Chrome and follow our content. If you have any questions or if you run into any issues while taking care of these things, feel free to reach out to our support staff as part of the Slack. We'll address your concerns and we'll make sure that you are not blocked anywhere. That being said, if you are new to these videos and if you're not sure what is going around, we have actually started running programs on monthly basis. If you want to, if you wanted to be part of those programs, go to the description. There will be a link. You can actually click on that link and you can get more information. On top of it, if you like this video, you can click on the like button. If you want to provide the feedback, feel free to comment. If you want to share with your friends, share with your friends. Also, if you want to get these videos as part of our as part of your mailbox whenever we upload the video, subscribe to our channel and also click on the notification icon so that whenever we publish videos, they are delivered to your mailbox, and hence it will be accessible for you. That being said, thank you very much and stay tuned for a lot more videos where you can use your Windows desktop effectively or laptop effectively. On top of it, you can also get knowledge on many technologies on which we'll be publishing videos in continuous fashion.